First came legislative elections in Nigeria, then presidential, and now voting for governors in most of the country's 36 states.
It's not over until all three elections are over.
U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs Johnnie Carson recently returned from Nigeria after observing the parliamentary vote earlier this month. He says this last leg of elections is even more important than the previous polls.
We will be watching those elections even more closely and more attentively than we have the past elections. And if we see governors and if we see regional election commissioners who are attempting to rig those elections, inciting violence, we ourselves will, under our own laws in the United States, take action, as we have done with respect to those individuals who've been responsible for undermining democracy in other places in Africa.
President Goodluck Jonathan's victory last week over Muhammadu Buhari in presidential elections sparked riots in the predominantly Muslim northern part of the country. International observers said the voting appeared to be free and fair. But Buhari, a Muslim and Nigeria's former military ruler, is challenging the results in court. The post-election violence is blamed for the deaths of 500 people. Thousands of others were forced from their homes.
We are here now. We don't used to see food to eat. We are hungry. Our children might not have food to eat. Our children are hungry.
Security concerns about ongoing violence led Nigerian election officials last week to delay gubernatorial elections in 2 northern states. President Jonathan, a Christian from the south, warned that continued violence could threaten stability in this West African nation and has stepped up security.
I've ordered the deployment of security personnel to troubled parts of the country. I have also directed the reinforcement of security in all parts of the country.
Nigeria is Africa's largest oil producer and its most populous nation with 150 million people. It is divided about evenly between Muslims, mostly in the north, and Christians, mostly in the south. Mariama Jallo, VOA News.